This was truly a united effort, and now...
Algae incubators. What's that?
There's no mistaking it. It is indeed exactly as I hypothesized.
Zdravím vás, vítajte v 67. epizóde toho našho času v Sandrocku. Máme nový deň a hej. Tá ceremónia mala byť asi včera, ale kvôli tej škole, tej súťaži sa to presunulo na dnešok. Takže poďme na to, ideme oslavovať. Začne tiecť voda. Ohohoj.
Thank you, Builder, Commissioner Wei, Mian, for your efforts in bringing the water project to fruition. Thank you, everyone, for your support and generous donations. And thank you to Director Chi for finding the reservoir. This was truly a united effort, and now I hereby officially declare the city-state of Sandrock no longer has a water shortage.
Hey! Oh! 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 Až takéto zmeny. Máme vlastnú riečku.
I also declare from this day forward, we can all take a nice dip in Martel's oasis on a hot day. And since we're all here, Professor Law says there have been some developments in our research. For those of you who are interested in discussing, please join us in the City Hall shortly.
Okay. Takže máme vodu.
Oh, you came! Well, let's get today's meeting started.
Greetings, humans.
Larry! Ja som zabudol, čo to je. Jaštericí muž! A nie, Larry, čo ty tu?
I am also uncertain. Ruling human called me here.
I asked Larry to come today. It's all because of Professor Law's findings. I believe Larry may know more about it than we do.
Okay.
So, Professor Law, why don't you start us off with an explanation? I'm sure everything will be a lot clearer after that.
Thank you, Mayor Trudy. First, I will address the issue of the soil. Nia, Zeke, and I have done hundreds of experiments on local samples since we've been here. We've managed to garner a wealth of information from them. As it turns out, the soil quality varied widely depending on the area, much more than our models were predicting. This is the key reason why the planting failed in the Eufaula outback. For example, these are the sample results from near Gecko Station. You can see that for whatever reason, we're postulating maybe the proximity to the oasis. The sand in the area is much softer, and under ideal conditions, the nutrition level is adequate for growth. Now, on the surface, the sand in the outback seems to have similar qualities. But upon closer inspection, the sand there has too much saline in it, creating an incredibly low moisture level in the soil, making it unsuitable for water retention.
Okay.
Much of the Eufaula used to be part of the ocean floor before weapons used during the Day of Calamity raised it. The salinity left over makes the sand hard and extremely arid. That's why even the algae failed to form a biocrust. That's our report.
Soil quality is everything. Should have figured this out earlier. And instead, we wasted so much time and water.
The differences in the soil were incredibly subtle, Mr. Zeke. We only found this out after hundreds of experiments. You can't blame yourself.
Ruling human, why am I present? I do not understand any of these words.
About that. After we made the discovery, I asked Zeke about the source of the algae. The way I figure it, the old world scientists must have been testing different types of algae for their own biocrust efforts, which is well documented. We then went with Logan to the sunken ship ruins to recheck all the algae growth there, to see if there were any that can reduce the salinity and increase water retention. But we didn't find any. All the algae on that ship were the same type. Still, The ship must have been going somewhere. Maybe a laboratory or something. And Mr. Logan said he remembered such a place.
That's right. I reckon I'd been someplace like that. Some kind of old world lab. In fact, there are several of them out in the desert. Once I was chasing a bunch of geeglers with my pa when we stumbled onto this high-tech ruins. It was just a short hop from the entrance to the Portia tunnel. What was inside sure did look a lot like the stuff from the sunken ship. We weren't in there long. Me and my pa both got fierce headaches, so we had to turn away. When we went again, the place got sealed off by a rock slide. Sandstorm had done our job for us. Seemed pretty lucky at the time. I reckon Larry might know a thing or two about it, since his pa was the leader back then.
Oh.
Yes, I know that place well. We have many nests. The location you mentioned is our headquarters. Yes, it's a place we call the Giegler Main Office. Legend says the first employee took the holy book from there. But that's just what the elders say. No one's sure. Zena's grandfather used to be the keeper of that place.
Oh. Prečo dostal bolesť hlavy?
I'm not sure. We never had such an issue.
You sure you don't got some old world gadget in there that's emitting brain rays?
Now that you mention it, there is a machine that's producing a constant ping sound in our HQ. It never bothered us, so we let it be.
A ešte inkubátory. Je aj to, čo máme na farme, že? Takéto zelená vecná doba.
Algae incubators. What's that?
I have an algae sample right here. Have you ever seen this before?
Oh. You mean the meal machines? These are delicious. And yes, they have a variety of offerings.
That's it.
Oh, fantastic, Larry. But if there's such a machine, how do we disable it? Maybe we need to talk with Director Chi as well?
No problem. I'll go talk with him.
You know, ruling human, if you don't mind, I can just go disable it. If there are other Geeglers inside, I'll tell them you're friends, so they won't attack you when you enter.
Thanks, Larry. But you sure doing this won't get you fired?
Even though I know it's a joke, law human, that's still rude.
Sorry.
Will you be able to do that for us, Larry? It might be dangerous.
Worry not, ruling human. I've come to like this town, and I want to do my part in times of need.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Now we just need an exploration party to go in and pick up the algae samples. Justice?
Mayor, I'll go. With the Civil Corps still looking for any Duvos leftovers, we just can't risk sending the sheriff on every unplanned errand. How about me, Larry, and the professor?
You're sounding a lot like your pa right now.
The professor has been overworking too much lately. I'll go instead. I know what to look for, and I've taken defense classes, so I won't slow you down.
Má obrany, lekcie obrany, okay.
Fine by me. What do you say, Trudes?
Sounds like a plan, then. But what about the rocks blocking the way?
I don't understand. Can't we just climb the rock walls? Isn't that easier?
Don't know about you, but we weren't designed that way.
Whoa.
Kultúrne šoky. Ľudia nevedia tak dobre liesť na skalu.
I reckon we'll need that drilling robot to break it down. Normal pick hammer ain't gonna cut it. Think you can handle that? You'll need to talk to Chi about it. Once the builder has a robot, let's meet up at the rock slide. Come prepared. Larry hasn't been there in a while, so who knows what we'll be facing.
You got it. Then it's decided. Thank you everyone for coming today. I hope we get some results soon.
Akože máme vodu, nemusíme už tak riešiť tie lesy, že? Okej, zase za týmto. Zase za našim viedátorom, aby sme si urobili nejaké pekné to udelátko a aby sme sa mali fajnovo. Tu sa... Jaj, to je iba pri tom strome. Dobre, kam poďme najprv? Poďme najprv k riaditeľovi. On je bližšie. Hej. A je to bližšie potom na zastávku, že rovno skočíme k tomu stromu tam hore. A uvidíme, čo sa bude dať spraviť. Ak nás to rovno nevezme tam k tej skale, ale uvidíme, väčšinou to nebýva také jednoduché. Nazdar, si oveľa menší.
This meeting sounded like fun. Even though I'm not that interested in the botanical sciences, it'd still be delightful to catch up on the newest discoveries once in a while, especially from one of his premier researchers. Anyway, so you need the mobile suit? Unfortunately, it's not in an operational state at the moment. The force and really did a number to it. Not to worry though. I know Sleepyhead gave me a diagram of a drill before, but where did I put it? No matter, I'll be sure to find it and send it your way.
Oh! A bude ten vrták môcť byť používané na iné veci ako na túto misiu? To vôbec neznie zle mať vrták. Dobre, takže ešte lúo a strom. To bude čo? Jo, aké je to fajn ľudia mať ozaj sem rovno v rýchle cestovanie. Tak sa poďme popýtať, čo sa tu stane.
It's beautiful in its own way, isn't it?
No to je.
I always knew there was something special about it. Just couldn't quite put my finger on it.
So, what's the plan?
We simply extract a small sample from the core of the tree, safely count the rings without harming it.
Oh, right!
Good to know. I mean, it's not every day you need to find the age of a tree, but I always thought you had to cut them down and count the rings to know for sure.
Nope. You can also get a pretty good estimate just from the circumference, if you compare it to the trunk of the same species. A fallen one nearby usually does the trick. But, given that this one might have survived from the Age of Darkness, it probably didn't have a chance to grow the way it should have. Some of its rings will be super small, which is why we need to take this sample and...
Yes, there's no mistaking it. It is indeed exactly as I hypothesized.
A čo si, akú si mal hypotézu?
Hey, you made it! This tree is the other main thing we wanted to check out while we were in Sandrock.
Viem, že bol dôležitý pre pár ľuďom.
To locals, I believe it's known as the Mountain Widow. Way back when people first started settling in Sandrock, there were 2 of them up here. But now, this jagged-looking tree stands lonesome atop Mount Rock Sand, looking down mournfully, waiting for one who shall never return as the eternal weight slowly saps its life away.
Jo, filozofické celkom, alebo také, ako to povedať.
Ooh, it's the Mountain Widow. Better watch out. It's haunted by the ghost of...
Portal?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone there.
Euphratica, a species now found all throughout the Eufaula. Every tree resembling this one you see. In layman's terms, this is their mother.
So she really is a widow? I didn't know trees could be mothers.
Indeed. This species produces trees with male or female flowers. When pollinated, the female trees produce seeds. Its male counterpart likely was that other tree you spoke of, based on the location. Which, if I'm right, makes this tree the last of its species from the old world.
Ooh.
What? So, you mean the Mountain Widow survived the Age of Darkness?
I believe so. By some miracle, the 2 poplars survived the calamity, as well as 300 years of darkness. This symbol confirms this one's age, and my theories. Subsisting atop this mountain, reaching up at the dullest of sunlight, they were just only able to cling on to life long enough. When Peach parted the skies, they were revitalized, and shortly after, this mother tree dispersed her seeds into these windy heights to become the basis for the forest around Martel's oasis, hence Sandrock.
Wow!
Wow!
Deep lore
Never heard
normálne
anything like
toto.
that before.
That's because I've just discovered it.
Congratulations, Dr. Lua! I smell publishing and awards.
Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I still need to get back to the lab and compare their genetic material, but to me, seeing this, my theory is all but confirmed.
Nice! What a privilege to witness such a discovery in real time. Thanks for inviting us, Nia.
My only regret is, this tree was doing well until just 50 years ago. The relic rush has, in the end, widely claimed this particular relic too, it seems.
Wow. It's been just here on the horizon and nobody knew. I'll bet the people of the relic rush never knew either.
Unlikely they had any clue as to its significance.
Yep. Might very well have been the last known old world tree in the whole of the Eufaula. And now, yeah.
It has lived for a long time, and now is holding on by a thread. To think, everything this tree has seen, the rise and fall of civilization, the hope of Peach, the fall of Sandrock.
Which will soon be continued by the rise of Sandrock.
One can hope.
Do you think if we can make Sandrock green again, she could make a comeback?
Not a chance, I'm afraid. Even under the most optimal of circumstances, this tree will be consumed by fungus and pests long before our plans even begin to come to fruition.
Sorry if this is a dumb question, but can't we just water it? Fertilizer?
The soil up here is 100 years away from being able to support a tree of this size. It's impossible.
I see. I guess this is hello and goodbye then, Miss Mountain Widow.
The Mountain Widow wasn't waiting for anyone. It was just carrying on without her husband, watching its children thrive until seeing the forest disappear was too much for her to bear.
Doesn't seem right calling it the Mountain Widow knowing that.
It doesn't. How about Mama Tree? Mother to all the poplar trees in Eufaula.
Mama Tree.
I like that better.
I'll abstain from this and continue referring to it as what it is. The progenitor of the populous Euphratica.
Think we need something catchier.
Regardless of your decision, I believe I have what I need. Shall we return to town?
Well, wait a sec, Professor. I remember from your nutrition class that as long as the roots are drinking, there's a chance. And you said yourself that Zeke's algae discoveries were changing soil faster than ever before.
Yes. Perhaps impossible was a bit of an overstatement. I suppose if we were to divert all our efforts toward this tree, there may yet be a time to discover what this old world tree eats, if anything different at all. From there, a stable nutrient supply, meticulous care, consistent monitoring of
Takže uvidíme rozkvitnutý Mama Tree.
It is theoretically possible.
Nice! So what's the first step?
However, our time here is limited, Nia. We came to assist Sandrock in their efforts to reforest the desert. And then we must return to Highwind to continue our research there.
Don't you want to save this tree, Professor? It's a piece of history.
I do. And we will try, if there is time. But saving our future is more important than preserving our past.
You're right.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
Určite ho vidíme zazelenaný, že? Taký krásny príbeh to nám nemôžu spraviť autori.
It's over now, Mama Tree. You did it! We're gonna take it from here. Your family is gonna make it, I promise. You rest easy.
Kto by to čakal, že to bude taká pekná scéna so starým stromom. Každopádne, čo môžeme robiť, že? Môžeme čakať iba na ten diagram. OK, nejaká správička, čo tu máme? Od Grace, OK. Takže ide o tú vodu. Dobre, od Q. Máme power drill. OK. Jo. Ďakujem. A od Grace čo sa deje? A tak neskoro. Asi sa do Sandrocku, okej. Určite sa na tom dobre. Zdá sa, že potrebuje priateľov. OK. Make mini drill, OK. Ukážte mi ten mini drill. Dá sa aj vylepšiť. Dá sa aj vylepšiť. Počkaj, toto akože seriózna sranda toto. Máme novú hračku, ľudia. Dobre, kam treba ísť potom? Je aj tady, hneď vedľa tunela, ale tu máme niečo Aid to Porsche. OK, takže čo sa deje s Portiou? Prečo to tu máme? Útok nejaký. Rogue Knight? OK. Nevlastníš šonažský most?
Howdy.
OK. Podarilo sa mu utiecť, OK. Budeme kontrolovať. Počkaj, takže ako keby len teraz nastal koniec My Time at Portia. OK. Ale dajte pokoj. Statočný staviteľ, no. To je bezpečnosť. Kto je naozaj bezpečí? How is safe? A prečo je safe? Ešte sa opýtam. OK. Niekto nebol vážne zranený, no jo, už iba si koniec hry. OK.
Wow.
Aký charity act, daj pokoj. Aha. OK, ty prevíte. Daj si pokoj.
Thank you.
Takže pomoc Portii, OK. OK, takže čo máme robiť pre tú Portiu? Zatiaľ asi nič. OK. Takže ak správne pozerám, príbehovo v Portii, keď sme porazili Rogue Knighta, tak tam bolo zničené mesto, potom sme ho obnovovali, takže teraz to tak nadväzuje, OK. Portia, čo skoro tam dorazí Mason, ak sa dobre pamätám. No dobre. Naozaj tu to nejako narastlo? Jo, no, vôbec sa tu nedá prejsť, alebo dá sa tu prejsť? My sme sa to vlastne neobzerali, že? Jo, To si robíte srandu, že cez toto sa nedá prejsť. Autori. Dobre, idem na to. Počkaj, vidím dobre. My tu máme dúhu. My tu máme, že seriózne dúhu. To je krása. No jo, tu je tá rieka. Uvidíme, čo sa stane vlastne za pár dní, že? Voda tu už dlho nebola, kam až ide? Joj. No to je pekná zmena do prostredia. Absolútna zmena. Dobre, poďme ešte vyvrtať tie šutre. OK, to bude asi ono.
Howdy. You done with the drill? Nice. Larry's already gone ahead to turn off the machine. Can you clear the path with the drill? I'll go fetch the assistant.
Paráda. Tak, čo tu mám spraviť? Ukážte mi tú radosť. Škoda, že to nemá nejakú lepšiu... Nech to hlavne nepadne na nás. OK. Wow.
Wow. Did you break all the boulders here? I'm way impressed. You're so cool.
You know it.
Nice. The ruin is just a little up ahead. Ready to roll out?
Ja, nebojíš sa?
Hey, I'm not some weakling, you know. I can handle myself.
I don't doubt that.
See?
Oh, nice. The ruin is just a little... The headaches started a little beyond this point. But if Larry's done his job, it should be smooth sailing. Here goes nothing.
OK, tak sa poďme pozrieť. Tu sme nemohli.
Looks like Larry pulled it off. Come on.
Akože už tu ťa bolela hlava.
Larry was supposed to have met us here.
You don't suppose something happened to him, do you?
I have a bad feeling about this. See if there's a way in.
Myslíš, táto obrovská diera pred nami?
There's a bunch of pipes over there. I reckon that's our ticket inside.
Labák číslo 7. Toto bude asi veľmi pokojné.
Everyone, careful now. Nice and slow.
Larry? Larry!
Larry!
We've got to try something.
Ale, OK. To skončila misia hlavná. OK. Čo to zase je? Prečo mám Dobre. OK, ideme ďalej. Sandcoral. OK. Wow, a to nevyzerá ako na veľkú ruinu, že by sme to urobili ešte v tejto epizóde. Aha. Poďal ďalej. Dovolenie impanstvo. Hej. Dobre. Tak, čo nás tu čaká? Giglery. Čopak? S vami sme už veľmi dlho nebojovali, chlapíci. Odkedy sme porazili vtedy Larryho, myslím, že nejaká 17. epizóda alebo koľkata. Akože ono z hľadiska tých epizód sa to už dá veľmi dávno, staré zlaté časy, keď sme riešili iba giglerov v úvodzovkách.
Was that last voice Larry?
Yeah, and he said Xena. That was his wife's name, wasn't it?
Majú nejaké problémy.
Well, at least we know why Larry didn't show up. Anyhow, gotta go save Larry's hide. Let's see where this road leads us.
Ideme mu zachrániť kožuch. Už je to Sandrocker. Chlapíku, ty si taký zlatý. No, vidím, že veľmi pomáhaš, Nia. Giggle PR officer.
Huh?
Odd weather, all things considered.
Well, it's fake. Clouds like that wouldn't just appear out of nowhere in Sandrock. It's gotta be simulated weather. Perhaps needed for some of the experiments they were doing?
Wouldn't rule that out. Oh, wasn't this place meant to be deep in the ocean? Maybe it was for folks living here, in case they missed being up on the surface.
Sometimes these things remain a mystery. Let's press on. The whole fake sky dark room thing is giving me the creeps.
Akože ak by som ho v podzemí, tak tiež by som to niečo potreboval.
Door looks as promising as any. Let's check it out.
V prvom rade musíme vyčistiť túto miestnosť. Jeda, zase tí starbiovia. Hej! Starby on the horse, čo? Aha. Dobre. Môj vákuový vysávač, ktorý neviem ako nosím, ale v poriadku. Aha. Dobre, takže zatvorené dvere. Weather duster, ak by ste potrebovali. Na to už mám lepšie hračky, dajte mi pokoj. Weather duster. Simple wire. Prečo je tu simple wire? To radšej berme, to môže byť... A možno budeme niečo opravovať, že? OK, ale premýšľam, čo budeme pokračovať v tejto epizóde. Bo teoreticky nevyzerá to, že to je obrovské. Ale zase...
Whoa, this thing's huge.
It's got a switch on it. My experience diving has taught me just to flip any switches I see and hope for the best.
Vyzerá to, že niekde zapína energiu.
You don't suppose it could also have something to do with that weather simulation thing, do you? Well, only one way to find out.
Naozaj, ideme nanomateriály. To je to, čo ja rád vidím. Počkaj, najprv to tu pozbierajme. Dobre. OK.
Power restoration sequence activated. Power restoration.
That did the trick. Some of the lights just went on.
Another door lit up too. Reckon that's our cue.
Dobre, takže postupne, jasné, my toto postupne budeme zapájať. Hej. A potom sa nám otvorí hlavný...
So these scientists live like students?
A prečo nie? Čo je na tom divné?
Cables on the ground.
Oh.
Could lead to something.
Okay. Jimmy. Jaštier, ktorý sa spavnul batch, z nádielky 0415. Oj, so dobré, OK. Takže tu začala tá história Giglerov. Dobre.
Power restoration sequence activated. Power restoration status 50%.
15%? Čo máme tu? Visitor, registračná forma pre návštevníkov. Charlie. Builder. Nájsť člena rodiny, technicky, ak je to Sandrocker?
Whoa, what did you do? Giggle Co. official leaflet? Nice! This counts as rare literature. All you did was fill in the form on the console? Cool! Let me get one too! And... what? It says there are none left.
Aww.
What are the odds?
Nech sa páči.
Really? I can just have it? Well, you can have it back whenever you need. I'll just keep it safe for now. Thanks. What a lovely souvenir to remember my first Sandrock adventure by.
OK. Na čo by mi to bolo, že? Dobre, takže ešte predpokladám, že ešte jedny dvere a táto sa pôjde ďalej niekam hlbšie. Dobre ľudia, viete čo, necháme sa to už na budúce. Ďakujem za sledovanie tejto epizódy, prajem príjemný deň, príjemné hranie, ďakujem za krásnu podporu, majte sa.